this is a video. And it's raining, but I'm not shutting my windows, so you're just gonna have to deal with that. So today I just wanted to do a quick video of books I want to reread. So these books are books that I don't have like video plans for. Like I might do like books I had to read in high school and stuff and that sort of thing. But these are books that are just like pleasure reads in the past that I would like to, well, one of them's not, but I'll get into that, that I would like to reread for various reasons. So I'm going to start with Hidden by Helen Frost, and I would like to reread this. This is told in partially in verse. Yeah. And it's like, I gave it 4 stars, which is why I still have it physically. And I think it could be a 5 now if I reread it. So that's why I want to reread it, because I think, like at the time, I don't think I had ever read anything in verse. So that I feel like now that I have more experience like reading things like the Poet-X, but also just poetry collections and kind of writing poetry as well. Well, not kind of, I wrote it, linked below. That I think I could enjoy this a lot more. Although I guess I was quite a bit older than the characters when I originally read it too, so I guess it doesn't matter, but I'm a little farther away. And this is it's a little more hard-hitting from what I remember. And I think it could be a 5-star, and I think I would appreciate it more now. So I would like to reread this at some point. So the next one is Consent by Nancy Olin. I read this in 11th grade. Yes, because I had a specific English teacher. And normally I don't do things, like I don't read things with the type of relationship that's present in this book. It's like this one's about a girl who gets kidnapped accidentally. And then this is about like a student-teacher relationship and like how, consent and whatnot. But I don't think I would like this one as much now. Just now that I'm older and stuff. So I would like to reread it and kind of see what my opinions transform into. So similarly, Such a Good Girl is about, or you think it's about a student-teacher relationship, but then there's some twists and turns. The only reason I gave this 5-star was the twist. So I think I want to know if I reread it, will I downgrade my rating now that I already know what the twist is? Because I think like I rated it immediately after I read it and I get 5 stars and I was just like, wow, because ending was kind of crazy. But I think now my opinion would change on this. So I would like to reread this. But I'm also afraid to reread these two because they are YA and I'm at a weird place with that in things in high school settings. I mean, I'm almost finished The Female of the Species. I have 2 chapters left, and you'll see that in my Whatever-a-thon vlog that should come out tomorrow. But yeah, I don't think because there's something about reading people who are going through like similar settings as you, and that's just not what I'm doing anymore. But it doesn't matter. So moving on, books I don't have physically. I would like to read Night. It's a very famous book about the Holocaust that most of you have probably read. And I give this book 5 stars. It's an amazing book. I would like to reread it so I could read the entire trilogy. Because obviously I know what happens, but I don't know like the specific of this story. And I would like to reread the trilogy. Or not reread, I would like to read the 2nd and 3rd book, so I want to reread the 1st book. Daniel's story is also about the Holocaust. I think it's YA. It's definitely not middle grade. So it's, it follows Daniel and his family and stuff. And this was a very influential book for me. when I was in high school. I had to read it in 9th grade to go on a human rights and Holocaust history trip to Washington, D.C., which was a very influential trip for me. And, that particular time period in history and looking at the humanity and the human rights side of things has kind of really influenced my career path and my educational path. And I gave this 5 stars. So I would like to read this again just purely on my own. And then lastly, I want to read a poetry collection called All This Gold Hurts My Mouth, or reread it, because I think this could be a 5-star. I read it last year for my Canadian literature class for my personal study or independent project or whatever we called it. And I think it could be a 5-star. Like, I hadn't read a ton of poetry. I had definitely not read a lot of poetry like what is in this collection. So I think now that I have, I can look back and appreciate it more. So I gave it 4 stars when I first read it, but I definitely think it could be a 5-star. So I really want to reread that one. So that's it. I don't know when I'll do these rereads, and I don't know when I'll do any other rereads, but it's how it goes, I suppose. If you would like to read my first collection of my poetry, the buy link and the Goodreads link is linked below. And my author page is also linked below on Facebook. I haven't been updating a ton, but life is doing its thing right now, so we're gonna get there. Anyway, I hope you are having a great day. Bye.